Hope this is coming through okay. I don't know if let's see. Are we live? Go live. Okay. The live should now be beginning. We should be live on Facebook and also over on YouTube. Let me check. I've not done a YouTube live for a long time. So hopefully it's working okay. It looks like we're definitely good on Facebook. So here's what we're here to do, and here's why I'm doing the special Facebook Live, the special setup with you. And as you're coming on here, please let me know if you can hear this okay. If you can hear me okay. If you can see me right now, it should be me on the screen. And it does look like I'm live. I just want to do a sound check real quick. So message in the comments. I'll be able to check those. And I'm not going to wait too long to get this going. In fact, I'm not waiting at all. I'm going to dive right into this because we have some time-sensitive deadlines happening. So I'm sure you have seen at least some of my videos over the course of the past couple weeks. And I have locked arms with an incredible community, a set of digital products that you get paid daily, or this is what we're showing you how to do, how to get paid daily, how to build and get 100% from these digital products, how to build email lists, and also how to be able to do all this without running ads. And whether you want to build this to, use this wisdom to build your primary company, whether that's network marketing, you have affiliate deals, or you want to sell these same products and get paid daily direct to yourself, or you want to do multiple things with it, because what is being taught here is applicable across any kind of thing that you want to sell. And you're going to see me rolling things out over the course of the coming months of putting together some bigger picture puzzles that are just, it's going to blow your mind when I really share with you the whole vision here. But what's more important is how time sensitive this is right now, because by Tuesday at midnight, which is just over, it's about 28, 29 hours from when this is going live. And a lot of you will be seeing this on the recording. So whether you're from my email list or you're seeing this after it was done live, you have till Tuesday at midnight, or at least that's the current number that we know, to get in and get up to 1,000 in digital products for $29. Now I'm going to share some graphics and things on the screen to really break this down for you, because some people have been confused. And by the way, if you're in this program and you want to use this, go ahead. I mean, I'll probably tell people to go to a link and go below the video and click on my link somewhere. But if someone referred you here, please go back to them. Don't go to any of the links I give you. So I want to just help the whole community and clear up anything in case this helps them out. So first of all, what I want to share with you is, hang on, I just, in the scramble to get this thing going, there we go. This is the page I want. So I want to first show you that this works. And what I'm going to do, let me move around some screens. Bear with me. I have not gone live in two places like this for a long time. I don't know if I've ever done this, to be honest. All right. And if you're here on the live, especially, I'm going to talk most of you on Facebook, please type live or L in the chat so I know you're here. If you're on the recording, type R or recording or record or something like that. And let me know that you're here. It would also help get this out to the rest of the people I'm connected to. And it's not an obligation that you're committed to anything or that you're supporting or anything. All it does is help the people who are following me and all of my friends to get word. You're sending a signal to Facebook that, hey, Jason would like to get this to more people. So I'm commenting, I'm smashing that love button. So here's what I'm going to show you. I've never showed this to anybody yet, and people have been wondering and asking. This is a screenshot, and let me see if I can, hopefully you can see that begins on the 21st. And what you can't see yet, and let me see if I can adjust this. There we go. So there we go. This goes down to, it started around the 21st, or at least the most recent 20 payments when I took the screenshot. And obviously you can see in the bottom left, there's a few more payments. And so this is March 21st, or at least the end of the day, starting at 4 in the afternoon, going through. So it's about 72 hours worth of payments. What you see on the page there, I'll just, feel free to throw it through your calculator, and feel free to screenshot this or whatever you have to do if you're the non-trusting type, which I can totally understand. By the way, this is not an AI video. This is really me. I see Hui in the comments. And if you're typing live or L, I'll see you in the comments too. So, and hopefully this software is still working. It looks like it is. So this is a total of $9,750 in basically 72 hours. Let's call it 73, because it started at 442 and it went to 555. I mean, none of that matters. They're all rough. And so, and it's not just working for me, which is because a lot of people just say, well, Jason, you've been marketing online for 18 years and you have a big email list and you have a big following. So of course it's working for you. So let me just show you why I'm so excited about this. And it's not because of the screen you're seeing with what I'm making. Here's why I'm so excited about this. So inside of our community, we have almost 12,000 members. These are just paid members of our community who are all customers just like me, who have bought these same products. And so I'm just going to scroll down here. We have a wins thread inside of our community, which, by the way, is one of the third or fourth biggest school community in the entire world. It's bigger than Alex Hermosi's and everyone else. And it's the #1 biggest in the business category. So name any marketing or business guru you know, and we are bigger and more active than them inside of school. So that alone should catch your eye, because some of those people have done 8, 9 figures. So Blessing, $600 in a 2-hour workflow, $2,100 while watching TV. Age 64, all thumbs on the computer. Can someone please investigate? My friends think I'm playing the darn lottery. I only started in January. In 3 days, he just did $2,100. This is Joseph Schroeder right there. That was an hour ago. Here's Ann, 1,248 hours. Here's Ontarian, $300. Daryl, $600 while headed to the dealership. Allison, $600 ding. This means so much to me. My father-in-law just passed away yesterday. I pulled out my back. Our dryer broke. So let's just say I'm an emotional disaster, to say the least. And to see that 600 ding I'm not going to read all these because we will be here forever. But I want you to realize, I especially want to see if we can find, let me put it this way. I'm going to show you a ton of these, and you're going to be really excited and realizing how many people are winning with this. Also, look at the times: an hour ago, 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago. There's and you'll see some that are longer if somebody commented on them more recently. This is all day long. This is happening all day, every day, all night, okay? Now, if you want even more of people's stories and proof of all this, then ask me for the webinar replay. In fact, I'll try to throw it right in the comments down below. In fact, if you are on Facebook, I will throw it down below. So I'm going to do a quick copy and paste Jason Cardamone Mastery very quickly. And I'm going to go put it in the comments on Facebook. So you have the webinar replay. I just posted it. Go look down in the comments if you're on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, I'll put it down in the description later on. And if you don't see it, comment me or email or whatever. If you're reading this from an email, it's in the email and it says webinar replay. So it's one of the best webinars I've ever been on in my career. And seeing all of the people from so many walks of life winning and hearing their backgrounds and understanding none of these people are techies like me. So don't use that as an excuse. You just saw someone, how old was Joseph here? 64, all thumbs on the computer, made $2,100 in 3 days. And obviously he's not a techie. So I wanted to see if he had shared any other info in there. I don't know where we were. Here's Amor, $300. Amanda, 113 new leads and counting in less than 24 hours. Someone pinched me. I feel like I'm struggling to build traction, but now I'm trusting the process. Boom. She even showed proof of the 113 leads. $600 day by noon. What an amazing start to the week. 6,000 in one day from Allie. That was a day ago. Amy here, 1,500 today, even after I got removed from my live. 7 days. So I believe that's over. She does TikTok. And you'll hear Amy's story on the webinar replay, and it's incredible. What is this? These policies come from... Oh, okay. I just saw a Facebook community standards post, and I thought I violated something. All I did was post the replay. So, and if you're on YouTube, I can't engage with you right now. I will set all that up, especially when I get YouTube more active again, which started my career back in 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was super active on Facebook. So, huge win. Just had my biggest month ever. My TikTok following is growing. I have 2 new leads coming in. Newest premium baby on the block. So just joined. Welcome on. First sale, 4 weeks in. I just got my first sale. And now I'm working to get to $600 product, $300 ding. What that means, a ding means somebody got a new customer. $300 ding sitting in a meeting. Wins while walking on the beach with grandson looking for shells. I made 600, made another possible 600 coming in today. I thank each and everyone in this community. The whole community is filled with gratitude, people winning, people helping each other. We're in the win thread here, but this community has more value than most. This is free to join. This is a free community once you are a member with us. And the products are totally separate on top of this, like tons of value. This community alone is more valuable than most things I've seen out there that are like thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. So as you can see, there's a ton of people having all kinds of different wins. Anton, 20 days ago, $70,000 and 800 in my crypto wallet in 32 days. So he basically made 70 grand in about a month with this thing. That's amazing. I didn't even know his story at all until this. So anyway, a ton of people are winning. So this thing is absolutely amazing. The community is amazing. When I find a visionary leader like Michele, and I'm going to introduce you, you're going to get to hear from her a little bit. At least you'll hear from her, even though she's been losing her voice. I'm going to show you a recording from last week about some of the new products that we're coming out with. What I wanted to share with you right now first, I think what I want to share with you first is, so first of all, here are some of the new products. And a lot of people haven't seen these and don't even know what, these are the new digital growth products we're launching. We have the $100 Launchpad, the $300 passive daily pay blueprint, and the $600 digital mastery. If you bought the digital mastery, you would also get the other income streams and have the rights to sell the 300 and the 100. Whichever thing you have is what you're able to sell. So if you came in at the $300 level, you could sell the daily pay blueprint and the Launchpad, but you could not sell digital mastery or the new product, which I'm going to introduce you to a little bit here as well. And so, and forgive me, I'm not going to engage in a ton of comments like normal. I'm actually not seeing a ton. So hopefully this is as live as I think it is. Hold on, I'm going to check one thing as I keep sharing with you. Woo. Okay, there's at least a couple that have hearted, and this might be throttled a little bit because it's coming from a third-party software. So here's what I wanted to share and create some clarity for everybody. So there's an existing set of products which have been around for about 3 years, and those are on your right-hand side of the screen over here. And I know my camera's like cutting it off a little bit, but it's the super premium, over there. So those 4 products are how this whole community started. Now, what I was just sharing with you, the school community, that's all called digital growth. And that's all ran underneath an incredible woman, an incredible visionary leader with a huge heart to serve that has tons of business savvy. She's made $1 million in 17 months and she's now 19 months in. So starting 19 months ago, she jumped in with the IPS products. She had never been on TikTok. It was just a thing her kids did, kind of like me. I'm like, oh, that's just something my kids waste their time watching 1-minute cat videos on. And Michele was thinking the same thing. But she went all in and getting 100% of these commissions from selling the IPS products. She made $1 million in her first 17 months. So she also, in the middle of all that, created a community called Digital Growth so she could support everybody joining her and teaching them what she was learning, first of all, from applying all the wisdom from these existing 4 products, and then also all the stuff she's learned since then. And so that's where Digital Growth comes into play. It is a separate community. It is just Michele's. When I first saw this, I thought Michele was the owner of IPS because she was everywhere. And it took me a while to realize that she's not the owner of IPS. It's a separate program. And as of this week, when you're seeing this, if you're here live, later this week, these Digital Growth and IPS will be completely separated from each other. And so the really special thing happening right now is that if you get in before Tuesday at what I believe is midnight, but I wouldn't wait. I don't know what time zone, and I don't even know if it's midnight. So if you're seeing this, please move with urgency. It's why I'm doing these lives instead of a recorded video, which then has to upload and then there's all this processing time. I wanted to get all this to you as quickly as I could while I put together some of these resources for you really quickly today to explain what I'm going to explain with you right now. There's an opportunity for a one-time $29 grandfather fee for you to get up to this $1,000 worth of Michele's products, these first 3, the $100 Launchpad, $300 Blueprint, $600 Digital Mastery, based on which IPS products you own and being a part of our community. So if you join me or someone who refers you to this video, they're clearly a part of Digital Growth and Michele's community, and you can be grandfathered in up to the first $1,000 of her products. 600 plus 300 plus 100 is 1,000. You can get grandfathered into those based on which IPS products you own, but you have to own them before Tuesday at midnight. Okay? Does that make sense? There's been a bunch of confusion about this, and let me break down how that $29 looks, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to dive into these products, and you're going to literally get to see what's inside these brand new products she's launching, including the brand new $900 Legacy Builder. All of these are brand new. These are completely just Michele's babies that she's poured all the material, brand new from scratch courses. I'll say this, what I have mastered and what I've had success in my careers, because I know how to model people and I seek out the best of the best. And when I see people that have extraordinary results, I look to model what they've done. So I have lots of friends that make even millions per month, but they own their programs and they don't have, I don't get to sell their things for 100%. And I don't get, sometimes they give me 40%, sometimes they give me 60%, sometimes I get nothing and just refer people to incredible things, which I've been known to do, and I've done that a lot. And so as an affiliate marketer, that, you usually get a percentage and then they keep, some cut. And even in one program, they give me 80%, and it's an incredible program too. So what's amazing though is what is in these products and what's happening in this community because of what is applied in the community and how much heart they have to serve each other. And it's literally It's what I've always tried to create in every team I've ever ran in my career. And having that within digital growth and seeing it in that community, and then seeing how much heart Michele has for people to win. She could have made way more than $1 million in 17 months. She has such a heart to serve. She's always she's not chasing the next 10 million. I know she'll get there. It's because she's following Zig Ziglar's quote that I started quoting thousands of times when I discovered it in 2007. You can have everything you want in life if you can just help enough other people get what they want. And so she's completely focused on servant leadership. And she's incredible. So that's why I want you to see the webinar that we did just this last Friday. Because after this, you're not going to get grandfathered into anything. And if you were to want to buy all of these IPS products, the existing 4 products we have, and the brand new digital growth products that are launching this week, you will have to buy them separately, which would mean a total of, it depends on the timing of when you get them. If you immediately went to the top, you'd pay $900 in digital growth, you'd pay $600 in IPS. That's $1,500 you'd be spending to get all of the products. But if you come in before the deadline, which is what we believe. Now, I get on the email list and get on, like, I'm communicating this consistently. What we know right now, and by the way, if you want to get on my email list, I'm typing that into the chat right now. It's www.honestloophole.com. Go enter your email there, and then you'll get my email follow-ups, which will include sending people to this very live video. So, but I wanted to share that because that's where you'll get the most up-to-date info. I can't keep going live like a million times a day with all the most updated info. What we believe and what we understand and what I've been told as of this morning, Tuesday, whoever is in by Tuesday gets grandfathered in, and whoever isn't, that's when these are 2 completely separate sets of products moving forward after that. So to be able to get grandfathered in, here's how it works. If you came in with the IPS 50 starter or the 150 elite products, and I'm not going into all the material in these products, that's all explained. Go get on my list and enter your email on the link I just sent at Honest Loophole. Then go down and click the button after you watch the video from Michele. You'll see the products and you'll see what's in them. It's listed right there on the page. That's why I didn't rehash it here. But because these products are brand new and the info isn't out there, that's why I want to show you some additional details about them. So if you came in with the 50 starter or the 150 elite, which would include the $50 starter, so you just pay $150 and you would get the $50 starter, that would give you access to the $100 Launchpad for $29. That link is not live right now. Don't look for it. Like, I've had so many new people come in and they're like, hey, I didn't see the $29 link. Is this a scam? Or they're really not saying that because they know me, but they're like, where is it? We don't have it yet. It will be later this week, beyond Tuesday, maybe ideally Wednesday, but it depends on a couple things. Our main tech person just had a tragedy and her daughter is in the ICU. So thoughts, prayers, blessings, please send them out their direction. And so they had to do some scrambling. It sounds like we found actually an even like a super legit tech shop that might even make things faster and or better than what we were doing. So anyway, it's just incredible. I completely stand behind everything happening within digital growth, and I back Michele O'Neill all day long. She has a heart of gold. She's a female version of me. So if you like what I've always stood for those of you that have known me for years or decades, you're going to love Michele. You'll freaking absolutely love her. So if you come in at either the 50 or the 150, which includes the 50, you'd get the $100 Launchpad for $29 when that's available. You have to be in before Tuesday at midnight, or just say before Tuesday, like get in by Tuesday. That's what I'm going to say. Hey, Bill, thank you so much for commenting. I really appreciate you. And if you're just jumping on, comment live or L, let me know you're here. If you're on the recording, you already know what to do. So, because you heard me say it earlier. If you came in at the IPS $300 Pro package product course, which would include the 150 elite and the $50 starter, you would then, for a one-time $29 grandfathering fee, you get the $300 blueprint and the $100 launch pad, both of Michelle's first two products, once those come out later this week and once we can pay the $29 for those. If you came all in with IPS, and like I showed you on the screenshot, I mean, look at the 600s on the screen. Also, some of the 300s you see are people upgrading from 300 to 600. So like basically the vast majority of people are at 600. The numbers are literally right there. And if I were to show you the back office and all I can't, when I'm doing a live, I can't block things from the screen very well in some screenshots. That's why I have to show you this still shot. I'm not like, I could easily go into my Striper account and show you all this, but then you're going to see people's personal info and I won't have that. So if you came into IPS all in at 600 premium, which would first of all get you 300 Pro, 150 Elite, and the $50 starter. So you get all four of these products. And if you do that, by the deadline of Tuesday, you will then be offered a one-time $29 grandfather fee, and you will get Michelle's $600 digital mastery. You'll get her $300 blueprint and her $100 launch pad, $1,000 of products for a one-time $29. Now, before I tell you about 900 Legacy, which isn't out there at all right now, nobody owns it. I might show you a little piece or two of it in a moment, so hang tight. After Tuesday at midnight, or let's say the deadline gets late, don't count on that. But if you're seeing this like Wednesday, feel free to emergency 911 message me inside Facebook Messenger. If you're seeing this on YouTube, go find me on Facebook and find me in Messenger. That's the quickest way. Anybody, if you know me my whole life and you have my mobile phone, get me in Facebook Messenger. I have no notifications, no ringer, no vibration, no beeps. Nothing in my phone distracts me. My phone is literally a black box. Like, you're not going to get through to me on my phone. So Facebook Messenger in this kind of an urgency. Now down the road, if you don't care if it's delayed by a few days and you're not in a rush to go start cranking commissions like so many of us are, like I scrolled through earlier, that's cool. Then just email me or send a smoke signal or whatever you want to do, whatever, your choice. But if it's urgent and if you want a quick reply from me, Facebook Messenger has been the way to get me for almost a decade. So after Tuesday at midnight, or whether the date slides or whatever, again, I'll update everybody in the email list. When that day comes and Digital Growth is fully launched the products and there is no more $29 grandfathering because the deadline is over, then the products you're going to see, that the primary products I'm selling, you're going to see a page that has these Digital Growth products on the left-hand side. You're not going to see links to selling IPS, although those will still be accessible, but those won't be a part of my initial main funnel. And here's another way to say this is that if you want to go get the IPS products, and let's say you're seeing this video a week from now or a month from now, then, and you still, trust me, you definitely want the Digital Growth products, like do or die, scrape under your couch cushions or whatever you have to do. Don't do something that's going to put you at financial distress or risk your house, your car, anything like that, but push your comfort zone. The more committed you are, the more you've pushed your comfort zone, the more you're actually going to stay committed. By the way, we're starting a 90-day run on April 1st. I think today we're on day like 86 or 84. I don't remember. But this one will be wrapping up on April 1st. Not an April Fool's joke. We are starting another 90-day run. And the target is literally for 1,000 people in our digital growth community to make $1,000 per day. I just showed you me making well over $1,000 per day. And already, and I can't even go live on TikTok. There's so many things from the training that I know like you just saw people earning money in 3 days in their first week, right? These are, and you heard from 64, 66-year-olds that are non-techies and all thumbs on the computer and devices that this is working for them. I can tell you, my friend, these freaking products work. I don't put my name and brand behind things that I haven't seen proof of. And I've shared like anything I've ever launched. I've shown you what I know for my entire career, just like I'm showing you all the inside of what's happening right now. And so you don't have to go live on TikTok like I just mentioned. You can do this faceless. You can do this branded, like obviously my name and face. Hi, I'm Jason Cardamone. Obviously, I'm branded on this thing, but you can do all of this entire business faceless. We also have entire sets of copy and paste ads inside of a myriad, tons and tons of sites, like 200 sites. And many people in the community, I could show you this over in school, they still commit 30 minutes of their day to copying and pasting our proven copy and proven ads that introduce people to a version of what you saw when I posted the Honest Loophole link up in the comments. When you go there, they post that site, people enter their email, then they enter the automations that we have set up, and then people end up buying. And then they end up in the school community. Then they're super supported. You don't have to support your customers if you don't want to. Just get them into the school community in the welcome email that you're new. So when someone buys from you, it goes directly to you. In the welcome email, you send them directly to the school community. You don't have to figure out how to do that. You literally just copy and paste the emails we already have for you. Everything's copy and paste. So at least all of the setup is. Obviously, I'm not copying and pasting here. This is like, I created this slide you're seeing on the screen. I created all this stuff today for you to explain what you get and how the $29 grandfathering works. Now, because I went into that, and I'm gonna open up a bag of tricks for you right now. So only if I can hide this. Can I hide that part? Oops. Hold on. I'm trying to show you something pretty cool. You know what? Forget it. I'm going to copy it. I am going to copy this down into the comments in my Facebook Live. And it's going to be gigantic. You can come back and look at it later. All it is, did that really put a whole... Oh, there's some spacing in it. So what it is a text description of what I just described, what products get you what things. I'll even show you, like, let me see. If you focus right here on this part of the screen, for limited time, special $29 get you access for up to $1,000 worth of Michelle's new products. Her name has one L. It auto-corrected. That's insane. Because I'm really anal about making sure her name is spelled correctly. So what you get is the current 50 or 150 IPS gets you access to Michelle's new 100 digital growth product for $29. It's just a text description of everything I shared with you. Her 900 product will be something that everyone has to get separately. They'll just pay the difference over whatever level they're already at. If you do it within 30 days, you only have 30 days to upgrade for whatever, if you ever do want to upgrade, if you don't come in at the highest level. So when these products are launched, I already have, like, the majority of all of us, we already are upgrading. I will be immediately upgrading so that I have my link to get to you so that I can get you the $900 legacy builder for whoever, if you choose to go to that. Again, don't do something that's going to risk your house. Don't do something that's going to, risk you losing your car. Now, I'll tell you, when I started in this industry in 2006, I had a Toyota Tacoma. The truck payment was $340 a month. And I knew I could pay that 29 days late and not get dinged on my credit. So I used that 340 for Google AdWords to do advertising. And I just figured out I would find a way to make it up before 29 days passed by. And I did. And I also, at the time, it was financed, I think, right through Toyota Financial Services. They had like a $15 or $35 late fee. So I paid $340 plus the little late fee, but I got to use that money. So I wasn't going to lose my truck, right? So I'm just sharing, like, you're not going to lose something. Now, if you know you don't believe in yourself to be able to create the 340, or you know you can like stop going out to eat and stop buying Starbucks and stop, all the silly subscriptions and things that you already probably waste money on. Now, I know some of you may not be doing that because we are in tighter times than ever. And guess what? Inflation will only continue. It is not going to slow. It will accelerate. It's baked into our entire economic system. I've studied this for 15 years. I've studied the history of all of economics for thousands of years, going way back. And it is not possible that your grocery bill, that your electric bill, and everything else will be the same in a year and 5 and 10 years from now. I will say an exception. Your electric bill might be zero because we have plenty of ways to move energy down to nothing. Although some of you are going to say oil and gas, and you're talking about Elon Musk's batteries and they're bad for the environment. Well, do you know the batteries that are already in development that are right down the road, and the ones behind that and the ones behind that? Because if you're not educated on that, you don't know what you're talking about. Maybe the current batteries aren't the best in the world, but just like when the internet launched, it wasn't the best either. I couldn't stream like this. Like, you could download this image on the screen and it would take you 1 to 3 to 5 hours, a still image with no audio, no video. But yet here we are live. Obviously, we've come a long way. That's what I was doing in 1987. So I've been in technology since I was 6 years old, which is mind-blowing. Don't ask me how all that worked, but I started programming BASIC at 6 through a magical set of weird, crazy events. And so for 42 years, I've been in all this tech stuff. I've studied with the best of the best, and I've studied all kinds of stuff: human behavior, technology, finances. It's not going to get easier. I know that some of you are in a situation where it's like, I can't afford to risk like the 340, like I was giving an example, because next month you don't have anywhere where the new 340 comes from. And so maybe it's a kind of situation where you partner up with a spouse, you partner up with a loved one. Maybe you go work Uber a little bit and come in at a lower, some lower amount. I just talked to a colleague of mine that we were first working together back in 2008. He was doing decent, but then everything fell apart. He even was able to move out of the country. He had to move back. He's working multiple jobs, working his tail off, barely squeaking by. And he was sharing his story. I'm like, holy crap. And I know not to disservice someone by just paying for their way in because they're not committed. I'm not even doing that for my children, which, by the way, they're doing this and they're doing all the faceless and copy and paste stuff, or they're about to. They've already committed, but I'm not paying their way in because then they're not committed. So, and I wouldn't offend him by even offering that. I've done that times in my career, and it's always hurt people. So I'm not going to hurt you. But he ended up coming in, and he came in at the 600 premium level to get all of these first 3 products for $29. And it blew my mind knowing his story, and he just shared it. And I was just like, I was at the verge of tears listening to his story yesterday. And when I saw him join for 600 premium, I was shocked. I literally thought he would come in at one of the first couple levels. I didn't even know if he would be able to come in, and maybe he would have to wait until like a week or a month from now, and I thought he would just get the digital growth product or products, and he wouldn't be able to get IPS because those will be separate down the road. You can still get those, but you have to pay for those separate after Tuesday at midnight or whatever the deadline ends up falling at, which that's what it is right now. I'm not trying to bait and switch you or something. Just understand there's a lot of moving parts right now, and there was a relatively big emergency happening with one of Michelle's, right hand woman's or left hand woman's or whichever hand, So anyway, that's enough about all that. Hopefully this is clear. If you're in Facebook, feel free to ask questions. So thank you. Does the $50 USB pack also give access to digital products for $29? Yes. And I just shared in the text above. It's also exactly written in the text. The $50 starter with IPS allows somebody to get access to the $100 Launchpad for $29. Now, a week ago, the 50 starter would get you nothing. So I was telling everybody, I don't care how bad it is. Don't buy that. If you're coming in, do the 150 or just wait. Save up for later on and just come in at 100. And so that is now different. Michele, because I told you she has a huge heart to serve, she changed this 3, 4, 5 days ago and decided a bonus that not just the $150 Elite can get the $100 Launchpad for the one-time $29 grandfather fee. Now, also, if somebody's just at $50 starter, they also get the $100 Launchpad for $29. Think about this. They paid $50 plus $29 would be $79. Michelle's product is worth $100 and it will sell for $100 as soon as it's out, and it will sell like crazy all day long. But yet she's giving it to someone and they're not even into business for $100. They can get in for $79 and own a $100 product. Do you realize it's like a free $21 you just found laying on the ground because you're hearing this now? Now, if you're here a week from now and you're going back through old Facebook Lives, or you don't have me set to like follow first and stay engaged with everything I share, I'm sorry. I've told people for years and years, if I bring value to your life, mark me as see first or favorite or whatever Facebook calls it now, so you will always see my stuff first. And it's fine. It's not like I'm not going to apologize to anybody if they miss this. I have been louder than I can remember being loud at anything, uncomfortably loud. I don't want to share like 3 and 4 or 5 videos a day and like, hey, this thing's ending. But I also don't want people to miss out because this might change the course of your life. I know it certainly has changed mine. And I have so many people that are amped out of their mind, just so excited about what's happening. So let me go show you what is in these products, okay? So first I'm going to show you, this was an earlier shot from like 4 days ago. Some of this isn't, like, you're probably going to see quite a bit. In fact, all of these images will be different. So, but I just wanted to give you a feel. So in the $100 Launchpad, start your digital marketing journey with foundational knowledge and tools. Ideal for those starting their journey and seeking to understand the digital landscape. Plus all the bonuses. I don't know what the bonuses are. So this is part of a big, I do, but I don't have screenshots. So don't worry about it. What I don't know, and I don't know if this has been shared, whatever my $1 million in 17 months blueprint, I don't know what that is, but whatever it is, I will have it no matter what. Maybe it's the $900 product. I have no idea because that's called legacy, but I don't know what that is. So, and this allows you to resell the Launchpad $100, and now you have one stream of income. So on your site, your site, you won't have these options, but you will have this one if you came in at the $100. Or if you come in at 50 or 150 and you get grandfathered into the $100 Launchpad. Does that make sense? So I'm going to talk about these as if we are a few days ahead and this is like what people are seeing, because that's when they'll be able to see this sales page here. The passive daily pay blueprint for $300. You get the resale rights to sell the $300 and the $100 products. Construct your financial freedom with the blueprint. You know what? Let me skip what's on these because I'm going to show you something even better and show you Michelle walking us through exactly what is in these three products plus what's in the $900 product. This is totally insider info. But I've seen her publicly share other pieces. And by the way, this has already changed to look different. What I'm going to do is just stop talking and I'm going to show you. I believe it's about 5 minutes max for her to walk through. And this site will look different. So don't worry about formatting or if things look a little offset. Like, don't worry about this. This was days ago. This was in a earlier version of stuff. So I'm going to play this for you.
But I want you guys to understand. So in the launch,
By the way, this was back in the middle of when her voice was almost completely lost. So if her voice sounds all like crackly, it's because she is like straining it to the maximum to get this info out to all of us. So here we go.
pad, this is what people are going to get for $100. Okay. And if you click on here, it shows what is inside of it. So the first module is going to be the launch kit. This is what they all get. Okay. And then inside of this is what they all get. Right. And then this is what they're going to get. Okay. And then down here, this is what they're going to get, how to post those free ads. And then they're going to get the complete system, right? The complete funnel, the complete funnel. They're going to get the complete website. They're even going to get a faceless one as well, right? I'm going to cover all this here. Then when they get the follow a passive daily pay blueprint, it's going to include all of this plus this, okay, where they are going to learn and understand MMR, RR, and PR, and the legality behind resale rates and the advantages and disadvantages. They're going to have a clear understanding, right? That they're going to be able to learn to master their storytelling and social media and video content. Then they're going to learn how to build a strong brand identity, because this is when we'll start looking at making six figures, right? And how to attract customers, okay? They're literally going to get the complete step-by-step process, okay? And then down here, grow your digital empire with a digital mastery. So in the digital mastery, they're going to get all of this, and all of this, okay? And they're going to get this. How to make six figures in 6 months, the complete breakdown. They're going to build a reoccurring income stream. This is everything they're going to get inside of that, okay? And they're going to get affiliate marketing and partnerships. So awesome. So like, for example, now I'm going to just swerve onto this. This is our product that we have now, right? And you want to learn affiliate marketing, this is what you get, okay? This is what you get. I'm going to show you how to make good money as an affiliate. Oops, wrong one. I'm going to show you how to make good money as an affiliate. You're going to understand in great depth. Email marketing and list building. This is what's going to take you from 6 figures to 7 figures, my friend. Okay. And then this is where we're going to start getting into building that legacy. And I think I need to reword that a little bit. This is where we're going to get for you into creating your own product. This is everything that's going to be inside this module. Preparing for course creation. This is everything that is going to be inside of this. Now, this is where it's going to get fun. Launching the program, right? And then scaling your business. When you should hire people. How to collect feedback and testimonials. How to handle refunds. This is literally going to give you every single thing you need to launch a business to 7 figures. I can promise you. Can you believe you guys are going to get all this for only $900? Oh my gosh, right? I mean, or your customers are going to get this for only $900. You are already inside the community. If you're a premium product, you're going to get this for $300. You got.
So I want to make this clear really quickly. Everything she shared about follow a passion purpose and what she'll show you under leaving a legacy, this is all the $900 stuff right there. And what she was just saying, if you're already at the $600 premium level, let me properly teach style. Oh, it isn't. It's because it's full screen. Bear with me. Right here. So if you're already at the premium level, then the 900 one, you just pay the difference of $300 here. If it's within 30 days from when you purchase the 600. And just a little side note, we'll go right back. There's just a minute left of Michele explaining a few more things. So we had a question. From what I understand, if we buy the $150 USD pack and then upgrade to the 300, we only pay the difference. Correct. If you upgrade within 30 days from when you purchased your most recent upgrade. So great example. Let me just give you the examples over here because everything's within 30 days by the time the launch comes, right? So let's just pretend you're at the $300 level over here. And let's say you bought it. Today is day one. You just bought it. So you have 30 days from today to get digital mastery, and you'll only have to pay another 300, which is the difference between the products. And then let's say you did that 25 days. Let's say you did it 10 days later because you just like you have. This is a learn as you go, learn and earn together program. It's not a learn a bunch of stuff and then you get certified and then you can go finally make money. This is literally like let's get you making money your first week. If you're with me, it's like, let's get you making money your first freaking day. So now with where things are currently at, that's a little much because there's some things to set up, but all things will be so much more smooth in like, let's just fast forward a week from now. So let's say at the 300 blueprint, 10 days later, you made your first sale and you're like, I'm using that 300 to upgrade to digital mastery. So you do that. That resets your timer. So now you're 10 days in, that's your new day one. You have up to 30 days after that, which would be your 40th day in business, to upgrade from digital mastery to legacy builder for another 300. Does that make sense? And each of those levels also then qualify you to be able to sell all of the products below it. And if you're in by Tuesday at midnight with a $29 grandfather fee, you then also can sell whichever IPS products you're qualified for up to that point. So that's super cool. Let's dive right back to her video.
Guys, it is amazing. I'm going to teach you, show you exactly how to create a community in school and how to make it an impact that can change your family's life, right? This is the part that I've just been so excited to share with you. And this is Introduction to a Passive Revenue Freedom Machine. Oh my. How would you guys, I'm just going to give you a little teaser. How would you guys like, like we do weekly webinars? How would you guys like to have a freedom machine out there like that explained to people 24/7, where anybody could literally get on a webinar at any time? Yes, I'm going to show you how you can have that. It is going to be awesome. I've been wanting to launch it since February, but I know the moment I did and you guys see me like, what about us? What about us? Well, that's why I'm going to teach that in the legacy, right? And then we have oops, that's the wrong color. It says something here, but I have it in white. I need to change it. So my point is you guys, this is where it gets really exciting, right? Because we are going to do weekly legacy builder calls, right? We're going to do weekly calls for the 6 figures in 6 months call. That's not going anywhere. That's going to be for the digital mastery and then an additional one for the legacy builder. You will have modules to this, but this will be live and interactive and hands-on training, you guys. Now, I want you to see what I've done here, okay? Because this is how it's going to help you guys get over are you buying a course to sell a course? Okay? And this is what's going to help you being flagged in Stripe or flagged in PayPal. Okay? Get excited here, guys, because we're flipping it a little bit. Okay? Because we're talking about when you enroll today in the Legacy Builder program. It's not a course. It's a program. It's a program that includes modules and live interactive training. Okay? That's the important.
So the rest really goes into more training stuff. So we're just going to stop there. By the way, I just found my $1 million in 17 months blueprint. So it's right there, which is super, super cool. What I believe is that one comes with, now further down the page, you'll see it's tied to the, sorry, sorry if the mic just yelled at you there, or it went, whoop. I think that's tied to the $900 product, but I wanted you to get to hear some of what's inside of there so that you understand how, first of all, so here's what I wanted to share with you all today. How the main thing I wanted to do was show you what's inside of digital growth, and also which IPX products tie to which digital growth products by Tuesday at midnight, which would be March 26th at midnight, and how it's a one-time $29 and you get whatever levels you're qualified for. Go back in the video and feel free to watch this multiple times if you're not clear yet, because I just laid it out like with visuals and everything. It can't be more clear. The 50 or the 150 both get you access to the 100 Launchpad for $29. The 300 Pro gets you access to the 300 Blueprint and the $100 Launchpad, both of them for a one-time $29. The 600 Premium from IPS gets you access to these first three products for a one-time $29, but you have to be in by Tuesday at midnight to be grandfathered in. After that, if you're seeing this a week from now, these are two separate ecosystems. They're two separate sets of products. They are, 4 income streams over here and 4 income streams over here. They are separate. And you're only qualified to sell the income streams that you already own. And your page will not show the other ones. It's programmed in there. So is the breakdown. I also wanted to show you what's inside the digital growth products, because most people have not seen any of that stuff. If you want to see even more insider stuff, it's actually on the webinar that I posted in the chat earlier. And I'll go ahead and post that again right now. This webinar is the very best way for you to see the heart of this community, the heart of Michele, and tons of people having success. Although I showed you even more right here. I mean, Amy will be on that webinar. You'll see her. So you also, I don't know if you just noticed, she made like $100,000 in 9 months, if I saw correctly in Michele's video, plus or minus. Please don't quote me. I'm just going off what I think I saw. I don't know everybody's stories by heart quite yet, but I can tell you, Amy is not, there's so many people in this community, they're not technical. In fact, I'm probably one of the very most technical people in this whole place, and I feel kind of like a fish out of water, which is, it's cool. It's super welcomed, because when I saw this and I realized all of these people are winning, it's also kind of cool to be surrounded by tons of women. The energy here is freaking amazing. And I think part of that, I'm just going to throw this out to the marketing world. My teams for the last 5 or 6 years have been more balance of male and female. And early in my career, they were highly dominated by males, 90 plus percent. And it was males plus or minus my age by about 5 years. Lately, people are plus or minus 20 or 30 years, and it's all males and females and people from different religions, walks of life, and everything. And that's because how I've been showing up. And that's because of personal development. And that's because of dissolving judgments. And that's because of so many things I've been doing. But I have an insight that this community, so if you're super alpha macho man, and if you're afraid to learn from powerful women that will share things, if that hurts your pride or your ego, or you were raised like that, you have two choices. You can either choose to change that limiting belief, which just comes from, culture and the way that you were raised. And that's understandable. There's nothing wrong with it. Like this, it's a lot of people in a lot of cultures are raised that way. But if that kind of thing threatens you and you see women making six figures in 3, 6, 9 months or $1 million in 17, and you're too proud to learn from them, this was not a good fit. The second choice is like, don't join. It's not a good fit for you. So there's tons of proof, and you'll really get to hear people's heart and their stories and where they were really at. Like, wrecked, about to lose cars and lose homes, lose relationships, going bankrupt, all kinds of stuff, and how this community saved them. And some of them have made hundreds of thousands and even millions, like Michele. And so I don't know if anybody else is near 1 million like Michele. I know somebody else on that webinar made 3 million Rand. 3 million Rand to USD. They've made is that? Oh, what? How did the 4 get in there? That's hilarious, dude. So they've made 160 grand out of South Africa. So, and there are literally hundreds of people in South Africa making money. I don't know where, but like there's a big tribe that just like blew up down there. And I think a lot of it's because some of our advertising, you can target different states and different countries and things like that. So Orlando, welcome on. It's awesome to see you, my friend. You're actually live, but you can see the replay if you go back when we're done here. So the same for, yeah, it's all of the upgrades work the same way. No matter what you upgrade to, you have 30 days to upgrade. But none of that applies after Tuesday night. So I'll give you an example. If you come in IPS at $50, and let's say you come in before Tuesday, you do the $29 grandfather fee, and that gets you the $100 launch pad. Let's say in a month from now, 29 days later, you're ready to upgrade. If you want Elite, you're going to owe $100 for Elite, and Blueprint, you're going to owe $200. So you would have, those are separate. Whereas if you get in before Tuesday, you want to go as high as you can with the existing IPS products before Tuesday at midnight, because that gets you the most bang for your buck, both in the $29 grandfathering fee, but also moving forward with the IPS products, you have these for life. So as they add more value and they launch their new system in IPS and everything, you already have all of that. Instead of having to pay for it separately, you already got grandfathered in. So I hope you're thinking about the weeks, months, the years to come and what could happen with products, as well as the urgency of getting in for the $29 grandfather to make sure you get the maximum amount of both the IPS products, as well as be grandfathered into the maximum amount of free value. Well, $29 grandfathering value, because you can get up to these 3 products for $29 if you were in at 600, or these 2 if you're in at 300, or this one for $29 if you're in at either one of those. And whichever product you buy gives you the rights to all the ones below it. So anyway, I know we've covered this multiple times. So again, if you're not clear by now, I know I clearly communicated things, and this is the first visual I've ever seen anybody in any of the community share around this that gives you a 30,000 foot view of both of them, how they're becoming 2 separate entities, how digital growth came to be, and it's always been there as a community, but now it's going to have its own products, and how all of that changes Tuesday at midnight on March 26, 2024, plus or minus. Maybe it slides a few hours. Maybe it slides by a day. Maybe it happens at noon tomorrow. I don't know, but don't wait to get in. Like, scramble and do what you have to do. I mean, the links are there. I've given you all of the, like, you'll be able to do it on your own time. But, like, I wouldn't wait just to make sure you're properly positioned in time. You'll have a receipt as soon as you purchase. So the receipt shows the timestamp when you purchased and everything else. So If you do it all in time, we'll find a way to make sure you are grandfathered, but you have to be in before Tuesday at midnight is my current understanding. And by the way, the deadline was last Friday originally, and then it got slid a little bit because there were some modules Michele couldn't create because her voice was completely gone. And because of that, she delayed it a little more, but it's a huge blessing to all of you who are not in yet and all the people who've joined me in the past 72 hours or so. And to me, because now I get to touch more lives with it and get more people into the $29 grandfathering. I mean, think about this, guys. If I just want to suck more money out of you, I'm going to be real quiet about this. I'm going to wait till it's all done. Then when digital growth is all the way separate, you're going to come into that for 900 and you're separately going to pay for IPS for 600 and now I get 1500. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I am doing this to hook you up and get you as much as you can for the $29 grandfathering fee. You will not be hearing about this in a week plus from now. I mean, unless something catastrophic happened and Michele, like, I'm not even going to say it because life and death is in the power of the tongue. So she is committed to this. Things are going to happen. She is one of the greatest leaders I've been around. I love her style. I love how genuine she is. I love how real she is. She tells it how it is. And guess what? That bled through the entire community. So you have an entire community of heart-centered go-givers that want to add value to people's lives and are thrilled about what these products are helping them do. And by the way, people aren't just selling these products in the community. I'm going to be teaching those of you that are running with me. I'll probably even share parts of this publicly, how these wisdom from all of these products, how this applies. I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to apply this to a high ticket program, way higher than what you're seeing on the screen, and completely crush it. I'm going to be showing you how to use this stuff as, I'll steal Michelle's word here, as a launch pad for you to be able to afford the ad budget that you really want if you know how to do paid ads for other programs that you're in. You can promote anything with the wisdom in this program, but there's nothing I know out there, or very few, nothing worth its weight where you get 100% commissions. Although I do know of a program, and I very well could be launching this out there, but it's significantly more priced than the digital growth here. And I believe you can end up getting 100% commissions from that as well. By the way, I know I didn't say this, none of this is network marketing. When you're getting 100%, you don't get paid from anybody else. So this isn't you go recruit a bunch of people and Jason gets to sit and make some money off of that, which I'm just like I've always been. I don't like that about this, and it's a risk for me, and it's a little scary. But what it does, here's the flip side of that. What does it force me to do? To get back on my game of email marketing, to start crushing it, to get all of this stuff implemented so that I'm driving traffic and leads back in, which I really haven't done for about a decade. All I've done is share valuable info on Facebook and occasionally launch a program here and there that inspires me. And that has had people follow me and people friend request me. And I don't accept most friend requests, and I haven't for like 5+ years. So, but it's created, I think there's 8,000 or 9,000 followers now. But I just share all that to say, I have not intentionally grown my email list at like hardly at all. It's shrunk. The peak of it was 30,000 and it's way lower now. My active subscribers are about 12,000. And that I have not used my email list correctly for almost ever. I did a little bit for 2018 and 19 because I was running along with one of the best copywriters, best email guys in the world, best leaders. And I still run with him. So I got to learn a lot from that, and I will get to apply all of that. I had a person write me yesterday, Steve, totally appreciate you if you happen to see this. And he wrote me an email. It's like, dude, I love your emails. I wish I could write like you. I totally appreciate what you bring. Now, I had wrote this gigantic email and I was like, this is way too long. I'm going off too much, but I'm just speaking from the heart right into the email. And to get that message from him, and then I spoke some words to him about, how this was created and exactly how he could do the same thing over time. And I was just I looked back and I was like, I'm super grateful. I actually just kept the email as is and I didn't go back and like, it's way too long. Let me cut out all of it and change it all because it impacted someone's life to a big degree. And I know that means it also impacted hundreds, maybe even thousands of others that received it, while some of them probably didn't like it. And that's fine. I may not be your cup of tea because you may not like awesome. No, I'm totally joking. I had a former colleague that used to say that all the time. It was funny. So I don't know what your flavor of tea is, but if you're still here, then I know you're relating to some things that I've been showing you, especially around all of these beautiful, amazing people making tons. And by the way, if you're just getting on here and you're not going to watch the replay of this, Joseph Schroeder, 64 years old, all thumbs on the computer. My friends think I'm playing the darn lottery. I only started in January. I made $2,100 over the last 3 days. That's freaking amazing. Like, you don't see that. You don't see that happening. He started less than 2 months ago, just almost 2 months ago, a little under that. And this is over 72 hours, as I was showing. This thing totally works. And by the way, this 150 person, that's funny. They must have, maybe they didn't upgrade yet. They are upgrading to 600. So there should be a 450 payment. I guess it's either not in this screenshot because it came in the past 27 hours since the screenshot, or I know they have the right link to do that. So anyway, so my friend, that's what I wanted to share with you. I wanted to walk through the program, show you what things look like, I'm checking the comments from Facebook, making sure I'm not missing anything. I wanted to give you a really good feel for what we're doing here. Again, if you want to see, first of all, just get your email into my system, and I'm going to copy and paste that again right here. Put your email into www.honestloophole.com. And then also, I highly, highly, highly recommend go watch the webinar. And if you don't want to enter your email address, fine. Go watch the webinar anyway. I never do this. I don't allow people free access to webinars that haven't committed to something first. I'm doing it right now. That's how special this is. That's how much I want to fight for you to be able to have a chance at this. Go watch the webinar I just posted. And below the webinar, in the description of that YouTube video, which is where the webinar is, you will see the link, www.honestloophole. Enter your name, enter your email there. There's no name, just enter your email, and then you'll be able to get the email updates from me as well. I also just had Helen ask, is there a replay? I love the replay. All Facebook Lives are automatically replays. So yes, as soon as I'm done, you'll be able to go watch this on my main Facebook timeline. I guess not all of them. All I've ever seen and I've ever done. So you do have the option delete replay. So I guess if someone had a reason to delete it, that would be crazy. It used to be about 200% more people would watch your replay than the actual live itself. So you always want to leave your live up there. So that is it, my friend. I really don't know what else to do except to remind you that you are an incredible human being. And the more you step into your top values and be yourself and not be afraid to just whatever that looks like, whether your hair is messed up. I was looking at the camera, I'm like, I don't really care. What's important is the words that I have to share with people, the heart behind my message, and me getting to share people some info in a way, especially with the visuals that they haven't seen or had anywhere else. And I did a little centering, meditation, focus, intention thing. And then I clicked go live. And this was all straight from the heart, minus the graphic I created for you beforehand. And anyway, I wanted to share with you what this is really all about, because as you step into more of your own unique higher values, you will be able to connect with people in the world that would never listen to me, that would never connect with me. They don't like a guy with I have dirty blonde hair. My kids will fight me and say it's brown now, which is crazy. I used to be a towhead blonde. Looks like I'm getting some sun. This is fantastic. I must have lucky lighting or something, because I have not been getting too much sun. A little bit. Maybe it's probably because my white shirt instead of a dark shirt. But there's going to be people that will not like the way I communicate, that will love whatever material you put out there, even if it's not you, even if you're just doing something that you're building like a faceless amount of content. There will be people that relate to that connect with you more, that won't with me, that this may change the course of their life. And that's how we create a ripple impact, because you were impacted by something I had shared. And so you come in and lock arms with us and run. Then you're able to do your thing, feel more fulfilled, be more of yourself, learn more marketing. In fact, learn it correctly. Most people aren't even building email lists at all, much less for free. Totally for free, building an email list, hosting incredible pages. The system that we're about to have that's launching for digital growth, it's modeled exactly, the template came from a woman out there that has done insane millions of sales with a site just like this. So we just branded it to our stuff and our products and changed minimum stuff on it. So we're modeling things that are already working incredibly well. And so the whole sales psychology, all of this stuff, I mean, one of the coolest things that I love about this the most, it's just real people telling you how it is, telling you any obstacles you might come across, telling you, the truth. Imagine that. So Helen, the webinar was literally just pasted in the comments the minute before you just asked that. And it's also been out to all of the emails I've been sending. So you can find it. It's in your email, or it's right above in the comments. So that is the deal. And there are, like you heard Michele say when I walked you through the videos, you can do this faceless. You can do it like I am. I'll share with all of you, one of my primary strategies will be going live on TikTok. So if you hear from me a lot less on Facebook, kind of like when I went into crypto gaming and nobody really heard from me at all, because I was just living in Discord and on Twitter/X all day long, then that's because I'm over on TikTok, blowing up, doing lives. The lives over there have significant traction versus any other social media platform. And they're better than YouTube was back in the prime days 10 and 15 years ago, when really YouTube started to put me on the map of all of internet network marketing. And then in 2014 with WooCar, that really changed the course of my life, getting crowned king and having getting to retire my dad on stage. But all those things only happened because I had a 90-day run. I put my head down, and every single day I focused on what I was doing to impact people's lives. And I have rarely felt as good about a program and a leader like Michele and the products that we have ever in my career. And like I said, this is risky. I have no leverage. When I bring you in and teach you, $250,000 of my personal development and what's made me $2 million in this industry and another $2 million in crypto gaming, and I teach you all that does is allow you to go get a ton more customers. I don't get paid from that. Does that make sense? So that's a huge risk to me. I have spent more of the last 18 years than less of them building internet network marketing teams totaling over 100,000 members. And so I know how to duplicate things. I know how to teach things effectively. And I know how to give people modeling and literally like creating, step by step. And because we have so much of that here, that's one of the things I love the most. This feels like some of the first systems I created. So where I had teams that blew up, and I've shown these in the past. I didn't share all that stuff tonight, but because it doesn't matter. I know how to teach people how to learn stuff. And this community already does such a fantastic job of that. All I need to do is fill in things with some of my own expertise here and there, but everything you need is already here. So even if you join somebody else or you're already in this, and feel free to share this video with them. Again, like I said early on, don't go to my links. If somebody directed you to this video, get their link from them. So anyway, that's it, my friends. Not sure what else to share, except I have about 1,200 calories to consume. I'm going to go chill out. And this is totally my income producing activity. But more importantly than that, this is my heart reaching out, trying to impact at least one more life. Oh, I do have to write an email to put some eyeballs on these things too. So, but I'm going to do real short and sweet because I've been telling my email lists for days about the deadlines coming up. So, KC, so I'll share this. No, thank you. I'm not sure what you're thanking me for or not thanking me for. Preparing for the second coming of Christ, where none of this will even matter. And you? Good luck with that. I wish you all of the best. And looking at my background of being born into Roman Catholicism and then Christianity, and then learning that there's been over 3,000 religions over the course of the last 40,000 years. I like your second coming. That's awesome. I wish you all the best and your belief systems, and I won't change any of that. And I appreciate you not thanking me, and I will wish you luck, and I thank you for your comment. That's super cool. I have no problem with that. So I'm not sure where that ties into any of the things here, but it's fascinating that you would make a comment on this when this has nothing to do with religion. Although you'll feel at home inside the community, there's a strong base of people. They're not preaching about second comings, and you probably see things happening in the world and technology and tying those to the end times. I understand where that comes from, and you are fully, it's fully on you, and you're 100% okay to believe anything you want to, because all of us are. That's what makes the whole journey incredible with humanity. There are 8 billion hallucinations running around the planet, and all of us have every right to have any kind of crazy hallucination we would like to. And I'm not saying, I'm saying like, you probably think some of my beliefs are crazy, just like a lot of people think a lot of people's beliefs are crazy. So it's fascinating, Casey. The real, which is what you are, don't do lives because I stutter. Awesome. So I do believe these things will matter with things. I'll say this, I'll share this, Casey, while I addressed your comment, that I believe a person who doesn't financially prepare they're not doing everything that God designed for them to do, which is they're fully capable of. And I don't believe they're doing all they can to try to protect themselves and their loved ones, because you have a lot more options of things to do. And no, the world isn't all about money, but it's kind of like oxygen. It helps quite a lot to have some, and to have an abundance of that can imagine how much you could do. I imagine, your church or whatever charities you believe in, imagine how much more you could do if you were tithing 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 a month to those causes, or even helping loved ones, you know. So when we don't make those choices, what happens is we are told from the government, here's your stipends that we've been helicopter moneying to you. And those will probably continue because we're kind of in that situation we have to. But it will come down to you don't control how much money they give you. And it will eventually only afford a certain type of bread, maybe not the healthy kind, if you even would eat bread in the first place. Or maybe it doesn't allow you to eat the appropriate kinds of things, or go train your body because you can't afford to go to the gym, or pay for the gas or the electricity for your car because they're too expensive because the government has decided you only get X amount of money. Does that make sense? So that's where, you know, I believe we all have a duty, obligation, responsibility to be wise financially and to also follow some of the things from many of the great books over time, like putting 10% away, giving 10%, tithing 10%. There's all kinds of great wisdom. All of the religions have added incredible things to people. So hope that helps share some of my weird, fascinating perspective there. So that's everything I wanted to share. Definitely feel free to go back if you got on late here and missed the context, like it looks like at least one person has. And you know where to reach me, Facebook Messenger. Love, gratitude, my friend. Wish you all of the best, whatever your belief systems may or may not be. So wait, I got a comment here. Shara's jumping in. This is perfect. Hey, yes, I'm so excited. Hang on, it's pop. So fired up. What's coming is unreal. The universe and God and all of the creators have blessed us on this one. Exactly. Dead on. Totally agree. This is freaking amazing. I'm super pumped. So, very grateful to be on this journey with you, my friend. And you know what to do. All the links are in the chat, or at least a couple of the most important ones. And then hit me in Messenger if you have any questions on this stuff. And we will chat soon. Take care. Love, gratitude, appreciation. Now I got to figure out how to turn off the streams too. Let's see.